is that the integration happened between the musicians long before it happened in society. Like there were white players, black players, Cuban players, all kinds of different musicians, and they couldn't play together on the bandstand at first, but afterwards they got together and they played together, in the middle of the night at these little speakeasies. So they were good friends. So Bix Beiderbecke and Louis Armstrong were very good friends. They admired each other's playing, very different kind of players, but that integration happened there behind the scenes before it was allowed to happen on the stage.
Well, and there's also there of course is the very famous story that with Ella Fitzgerald they were not going to book her at some venue in Los Angeles, and Marilyn Monroe thought this was a terrible tragedy because she had consulted on her to sing in some musicals and all this sort of thing. Told the club owner, "I will come down there every night. She is there if you book her," and basically uses her influence as the most famous woman in America at the time to say, yeah, you need to book this, this whole, oh, she's black, we can't have her thing is ridiculous, sort of thing. And
Wow.
faithful to her word, she showed up pressed and dressed as Marilyn every night, sort of thing. And people didn't really know it at the time, and it's still not really that well known. They were great friends, and that, but
Hmm.
the racial politics of the day, prevented them from being more public and more open about that. Because I think, record label executives and studio executives would all be having heart attacks, in unison. They're just falling out of windows in Los Angeles, sort of thing. Um, and how it and with integration like that, absolutely.